Let's talk about Erin as well, because Erin really churning up the eastern seaboard. Here is a look at it on tropical satellite. You can see how large scale this storm is. It's a very, very large system, and it is going to bring gusty winds and, of course, the coastal impacts, the most notable impacts that Erin will have. As of the 5 a.m. update, Category 2 hurricane, sustained winds at 100 miles an hour. It's now moving north-northwest. We want that east turn, and eventually we will get there. Here is the track, now expected to stay a Category 2 and stay well offshore, but those coastal impacts cannot be overstated. It is going to be very dangerous, and it is already. Down the shore this morning in Ventnor City is where we find our Ross DiMattei. He's been monitoring conditions down the shore and bringing us some really pretty stunning imagery of just how rough the ocean is behind you there. Ross, good morning.
Good morning, Kate. Yeah, I can confirm that we are feeling the effects of Hurricane Erin down the shore this morning. You know, we've seen the wind whipping, and we've also seen some monster waves slamming into the fishing pier here in Ventnor City. It's been quite a sight to behold, and these conditions, like Kate mentioned, only expected to get worse. Despite the warnings from officials and despite the rough surf out here this morning, we have seen a few brave souls, surfers heading out into the water and trying to capture some of these monster waves. Like I mentioned, they told me that they simply couldn't pass up this opportunity, especially given the fact that the waves have been pretty calm over the past week or so. Again, officials do not recommend this. They say anyone who goes out to do water activities during these next couple of days, or I should say the next day to day and a half, are doing it at their own risk. Let's talk about some of the beaches that are closed to swimming right now because of the rip currents that may be lying underneath the surface here. It's double red flags up and down the beach in Brigantine. No swimming allowed there through the end of the day tomorrow. That's when the rough surf and rip current risk is expected to subside a bit. Similar situation at the beaches in Wildwood, which we know are closed to swimmers, also because of the rip current risk. And while New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy is urging beachgoers to stay out of the water entirely, we've spoken with a number of people who tell us that the current conditions are not ruining their trip down the shore.
This is no time to be complacent. I would just say to you flat out, don't go in the water. I don't want to be the Amityville mayor in Jaws, but the fact of the matter is I think going in the ocean for the next number of days is something you got to avoid.
All right, here's a look at the current rules and restrictions in some other shore towns. We mentioned no swimming at beaches in Brigantine, Wildwood, and Wildwood Crest through the end of the day tomorrow. According to Beach Patrol, no swimming in Margate, Strathmere, or here in Ventnor City either until further notice. And the beaches are closed for swimming in Atlantic City as well, where waves are reportedly already measuring more than 6 feet tall. And we've been showing you some of the rough surf here in Ventnor City throughout the course of the morning. I would say these waves are at least 6 feet tall, only expected to get worse over the next 24 hours or so. They could top out at more than 12 feet here in southern New Jersey, which we know could lead to big concerns in terms of beach erosion as well. That's something we'll be following over the next few days. Jim and Janelle, I'll send it back to you guys.
Thank you, Ross, for that update.
All right, those waves, as you see behind Ross, have been building as Hurricane Erin is barreling closer to the North Carolina coast. Visitors to the Outer Banks, they've been evacuating because of the potential for high water and sand to block the only road out of town. And red flags, they are out at Wrightsville Beach, that's in the southern portion of the state, to warn beachgoers about the dangerous surf. Stay with CBS News Philadelphia. You can always get the latest on Hurricane Erin and your forecast online at cbsphiladelphia.com.